The music has come to an end. The stream has begun.
I know, we gotta get locked in.
Locked in!
I don't even know where the keys are.
I threw them out the window. We're stuck here now. I say as I put on the most calming music I have. Drama! No, I dropped my list on the floor. Drama!
Yeah.
It's good. We're good? It's fine. We're in. We're here. We're live. We're going. We're all full of energy, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, Bear's not even in the canvas yet, but yeah.
Bear has garlic bread.
Yeah.
They have no need for
Bear's
canvas.
garlic bread. That's way more important
Exactly.
than anything that's going on anywhere else in the world.
No.
We understand, Bear. We understand you so much.
It looks really good, though.
Why did you draw Monk's kitty?
I don't know, but I did.
You sure did.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, also fair. I'm just, like, confused why that's the one to come to Chris's mind.
Huh? You know the amount of nonsense I have to come up with for the beginning of these streams? I write like
I mean,
5 or 6 made-up things to put in the scroll that we're gonna draw. Either the name of the canvas, which I think is 123 Guava. The name of the stream, which I think is the age-old art of scribbling brain rot or something like that.
the ancient art. Of
The ancient
something.
art. Thank you. Speaking of which, I probably should. Let's give this a go.
Let's draw some brain rot, everyone. That's what we need. More brain rot.
Oh, brain rot. So have we all had nice weeks? Excellent.
I mean, been more or less fine. Except for the one day that our LMS just went down because Amazon fucked up.
Yeah, the slight perils of one company hosting everything.
Yep. It's almost as if monopolies are a bad thing.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like a dream, yeah. I don't think people have figured it out yet, though. No. Monopolies aren't that thing. They should start getting on now.
Yeah. They tried to teach us at a young age by making us play Monopoly, but it still didn't sink in. There's a miss. There's a miss explaining what they're going to do to tourists. How goes?
Well, I mean, that's one way to do alternate medicine. Crystal healing and woo science.
I'm not sure there's going to be an awful lot of
Pretty
healing
sure that's going to
involved.
land you in the hospital, though.
I'm gonna fucking die here, Jack!
Yeah, that will happen if you keep putting crystals places. Sorry, we got the Hoover. Gonna die here. And there's a Kiro. Everyone else muted or just not talking?
Everyone
Just
else.
it's very low energy, very chill this evening.
Oh, hi. We're here.
We're high? What?
Yeah.
I don't remember agreeing to that.
Yeah, and Bear's consuming of garlic bread, so that takes priority over everything else.
Yeah. Bear's consuming garlic bread. That's clearly, like, way more important than anything else.
Hey, hi, hello. Hello, Bet. How are you doing?
Hello.
So we all had nice weekends, apart from the fact that we're all apparently tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been rainy.
Yeah. It's been rainy.
Do high school mascots in the States cheer on all sports in the school? In theory, unless you are very firmly in football territory, in which case the only sport is football. And by football, I mean American football, not football, or as we call it here, soccer, for whatever reason. No, I don't know why it's called that.
And by football, you mean the game, you mean hand egg, as I believe people refer to it. Yeah, cheer the chess club.
Yeah, no, they're not usually at stuff like academic meets or chess club meets or choir meets. It's all the sports balls. Your basketballs, your baseballs, your soccer/footballs, your American footballs.
It's rainy there too. Go Otters!
And now that I've said that,
The suspense. Oh no, miss. Hugs. Many hugs. The moon's being mean.
Moon's mean.
Moon's mean.
Moon's mean.
Speaking of celestial bodies, this is a tangential thing. The next word I'm going to say is not explicitly related. Bet recently posted on social media. Hedgebet. Now literally saying that out loud, I've just realised what that name means. But anyway, yes. Do you mind if I show the picture of you dressed as Igor Stravinsky on stream? Because there's something I wanted to point out, which I think is interesting.
Just immediately put them on the spot.
You can say no. I know it's on social media, but obviously I'll be replicating it in a forum you have no control over, so you're welcome to say no. Also, I need to find it first. Also, you might be elsewhere doing other things, and this is I'm talking to no one. Nobody is beholden to do anything in these streams. Do as you wish.
Sounds fake.
Take control of your own destinies and all that.
Me and Bear's taking control of their destiny by drawing tits.
I'll zoom out then. No problem? Okay, hang on, let me find it.
Glad you didn't have it ready.
So I just randomly thought of it. Anyway, here is Bet dressed as Igor Stravinsky. And the thing I found interesting about this was, like you can see sort of in the top right, there's like a star decoration. I don't know why that's there, obviously. It can mean many things, but to me that's like, you know, winter decoration or something like that. And I found it interesting that sort of the framing of this picture, you're standing like to the left of this sort of wintry representation. Because I thought, well, dressed like that, you know, rather than being to the left of winter, you'd be to the right of spring. That would be, yeah. It's just a small observation. If I had to do the framing, you know?
Miss, become the flouncy person you want to see in the world.
Be flouncy.
Always be flouncing.
Conversations become too smart for me. It was a very badly disguised pun, Bear. Don't worry about it. I don't think anyone got it, but I don't think anyone got it, but I wanted to throw it out there because there's literally no other instance in which I can say that and it make any sense at all. So,
well, I'm sure it still didn't make any sense, Chris.
no, yeah, but that was the only chance it could possibly have had to have made sense. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to drawing Jay in an alter outfit. There's Harper and Puck.
Is this all you've got? How have you survived this long?
Thank you, Heimdall, coming in with the cutting remarks.
Yeah, you said draw brain roll, so I'm drawing the brain roll.
Well, I was anticipating you would. So...
What would have given that away, honestly?
Okay, Bet got it. One person got it. I'm happy with it. We're moving on.
Well, that's the only person that needed to get it, honestly. It's their picture.
True. I was mainly worried about Bet not getting it, because otherwise it just sounds like I'm criticizing their photo that they put on social media, which is a bit weird.
Sometimes a joke is for two people.
Oh, I never claimed it was a good joke. I just... So long as one person got it, I'll be happy. Thank you. I was going to reply in text, but it doesn't make sense in text, so. I was really hoping you would turn up at the beginning of this stream. But I still didn't have it prepared, so.
He's not a monster, he's just Canadian.
Yeah.
That was a legitimate line from our RPG.
And then Harper changed herself out of existence. It's fine.
I mean, that's just high school.
Yeah,
That's fine. She got a battle axe not long after.
true. Also that.
Chosen one.
Fuck off, Jay.
For anyone who was not aware, was it really only Monday?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Monday. Less than a week
it
ago.
feels like it's been 47 years.
We had
These characters have always existed.
Yeah.
we had a one-off Monster of the Week RPG session with some just impromptu characters. I took Jay, but the other characters were invented on the spot, and they appeared to have stuck around rather.
What? No. That sounds fake,
That's
Chris. I
hard.
don't know what you're talking about.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, these two are canonically now Jay's high school friends.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Most of us
yeah.
now just have to deal with that.
Some two very emotionally mature and aware high schoolers.
Yeah.
No, Jay isn't that short person energy. I mean, yeah. Jay's not tiny, but also not tall, so. Taller than Mal. But as a high schooler, you know.
Oh, there's the merman we were promised. Fuck yeah. Coming out here with just fantastic, like, mermaid till out of fucking nowhere.
Well, Miss likes it, so. Yeah, they've overtaken Cheeb and Sawyer's one collective brain cell.
Listen, the thing is, I've said it before and I'll say it again. They're perfect.
They're perfect idiots.
They're perfect idiots. They're both stupid and teenagers. I think that might have something to do with it. To be fair, I'm not sure, like, Puck will evolve much from that, but you know.
Well, you know, that's. I want to say that's because he's Canadian. And, but out of context, not knowing that A, the law of the world is that we think this being a werewolf is just being Canadian, and B, the person who made this character is Canadian. It just makes me sound strangely racist.
Yeah, those are two very important points to make before making that joke.
I'm doing great with jokes today. I think that's.
I I mean, the thing is, though, even if Puck becomes more mature as he ages, he's probably still just going to have that golden retriever energy. And I do know some people who still have that golden retriever energy, even as adults.
No, yeah.
Yes, you're perfectly capable.
Like, I'm very, like, Puck should stay as he is, because he's perfect already. And Harper thinks so as well. She just needs to get over her teenage cringe party. And then she'll be fine.
Hey, you're making me jealous.
They'll end up being like that. They'll end up being like that couple from Parks and Rec. Someone will die. Fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were doing a lot of mainly incorrect quotes. Some good stuff was coming out of that.
I do love Bear just saying, fuck me, I love garlic bread. Like, this drawing is being made possible due to garlic bread. This is just what garlic bread does to Bear.
I'll believe that. I'm willing to believe that.
Yeah.
I'm willing to source more garlic bread for Bear if that's what we get.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm willing to do more garlic bread for bed. Garlic bread for bed.
Garlic bread.
I'll get a brayer, fill it with garlic, and then use it to... I don't know what a brayer does. What does a brayer do?
I don't know. You started it.
Whatever it is going to happen to your bed. I was like a roller. Okay, I'm going to roll garlic on your bread.
I'm gonna roll garlic on your bread.
I mean, that's one way to apply it.
Also, did I say bread? I meant bed. Anyway. Again, I'm good with jokes.
Maybe it will help you sleep better if you just put some garlic in there.
Yeah, it's a herbal sleeping solution.
Yeah.
Vegetables! Fucking vegetables! From out of the dirt! That just ain't right.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Brock. Garlic is a vegetable.
Brought to you by garlic bread.
This stream brought to you by garlic bread. Keeps the vampires away. I have recently been eating a lot of garlic, and I attribute that to my strong aversion to Dracula 3.
Yeah, I think that's what... You, like, watched, Arno? Just cough along.
Such an amazing
Never
character.
been less confident in the name of the protagonist.
Arno, right? Yeah, Arno. Okay.
I think
Keyboard
it's
is
Arno.
blocked. For the moment, I don't see any simple
But
means
you
to get
watched
you out of
just
it.
that, like,
Arno.
I'll come back and extricate you
Not a
later.
lot of characters called him by
That's
his
the guy.
name. They mostly called him Father.
Yeah. But
Also,
yeah,
the fact
you...
that we were losing our mind at like every other scene also didn't help. But like,
Mm. Yeah,
don't
you
think he was
watched
even
him
usually
like
Father
take
Arno, they
in
just
the
called him
garlic
Father.
and cough a lot and nearly die, and we're like, I need that in my life. That's the joke I was trying to make. We're doing great on jokes today.
Today is a good joke day, everyone.
Yeah. That's what we all say. Today's good for jokes.
Yeah, we commonly say that.
We say that so often, is the thing. Well, I guess I'm gonna continue next to Bear, because I'm feeling a little bit claustrophobic.
Watch him choke on garlic and thought that looks yum. I saw garlic being shoved into the face of Dracula. Or the fake face of Dracula. And went, I want that.
See, now I'm kind of curious to look up where garlic cloves got brought into the vampire mythos, because if we're going by Dracula the book, they used wreaths of garlic flowers, which is the opposite end of the plant. I'm gonna take a moment to see if I can find that.
Basically, everyone read Dracula went, wow, this Englishman's really bad at eating food with flavor, and just took that away with them. That it must be the flavor. Although I did see the YouTube channel Tasting History, I believe it's called, did a video on the chicken paprikash, I think it was called. Sort of historic recipe that probably inspired what was mentioned in Dracula. Still stuck on garlic beds. Yeah, that's it. They get sticky.
What?
Make it a holy water bed, then eat garlic bread in it. Hi, you're trash Van Helsing. No, this feels like world building for like a world where vampires are kind of a known thing, like a pest. And you got to be like, okay, well, there are vampires in the area, so here's what we recommend. Fill your waterbed with holy water, eat some garlic bread, it'll be fine. Just a kind of offhand advice for people. Drawing everything very stretched today, I don't know why.
The sticky juice within the bulb cloves is used as an adhesive in mending glass and porcelain. What?
Oh.
Okay. Sure, I guess.
Okay, so porcelain crucifix mended with garlic. Add this to your Dracula 3 rewrite. Instead of burning the crucifix, it gets broken and mended using garlic juice.
Sure. Yeah, I'll remember that. That's something I'll definitely remember.
Sticky juice inside a garlic bulb. Is it a bulb? Clove? No, clove is part of the bulb, right? Yeah. I didn't wait for confirmation. I just agreed with myself and moved on.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how you learn things.
Sure. That's what you want to believe.
Is that what I want to
I
believe?
won't
Yes.
stop you.
Cool. Moving on.
Okay, apparently it was. From the sound of things, it looks like both ends of the garlic were used in East and Central European folklore. So you wore the garlic, or hung it in windows, or rubbed it in chimneys and in keyholes so that they couldn't get in that way.
Ooh. Miss. Don't you get all double entendre on us. You too, Kira. That'd be a quadruple entendre. Keyhole, yes, we're specifying the word key here.
I wouldn't recommend rubbing it on any other holes, to be perfectly honest.
Is Santa a Dracula? What?
What?
Santa, very, very, like, core to the lore of Santa is that they definitely do not need an invite to go into your house.
Yeah.
Or is that what leaving the cookies out's for? Is that like an implicit invite?
Sure.
Maybe there's loopholes here. If you don't have a chimney, he gets into your house through the keyhole. Interesting. Santa's shapeshifter. It's more worrying, I think. Until this is a kid, no. Hands up anyone who thinks Santa can fit through a keyhole.
Nope.
I mean, might as well. With how fast he travels, he's probably going to shrink at least a little bit.
Well, unfortunately, Bear, Santa's going to avoid your mouth hole because you've just eaten a lot of garlic bread, so...
Add quotes.
At some point, this conversation's got to get to the point where we add a quote. I'm not sure when it's going to be.
Or we could all just decide this is too cursed, we're going to let it die.
That's not how this chat works, you know it.
Well, Kiro's not going to be adding quotes, so I guess Miss and Bear and everyone else on you.
Santa can turn to mist? Like
Okay.
avocado?
So, okay, well, Miss, it sounds like whatever's going on with Santa where you're at, your Santa is definitely a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very vampire.
Form of reindeer. Just know I am reading a lot of what's being read, and I normally read things out in chat, but I'm trying to avoid being quoted here. Yeah, exactly. See, if I'd said
No,
that
that's
out
fine.
loud, that would have been attributed to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already liable to a lot of stuff in there. In my quote bot.
There's a lot of cursed nonsense going on here. as opposed to any other time of the week.
It's all making sense, is it? Making up sense. Dracula can turn into bats, which are a flying mammal. It stands to reason Santa turns into reindeer, which are also flying mammals. According to the lore of Santa, I guess? Yeah, Kira's got it.
I mean, just in general, vampires have a lot of different kind of shape-shifting things, not just bats.
Yeah, also humans.
Not what I meant, but okay.
Technically correct, the best kind of correct.
Hooray! I love technically correct.
Yeah. No, what I was thinking of was like a horror book I read as a child that haunted me for years after.
Oh, goody, let's hear.
I don't know, because it was like a series of like horror short stories basically, but in one of them there was a like vampire that would like basically like entice like a young child to like come with them, so you know they could like take them away basically and eat them. I don't know, whatever. That's not important, but they would do so by like becoming this like pretty horse.
Ah, classic lured away by a pretty horse.
Yes.
Was the vampire half kelpie?
No.
I mean,
No.
people probably didn't
I
ask.
assume not, because it was not near water. But like it was very like classic like fairy tale for like, you know, like for 3 days like the vampire would show up and like take them away and like on this like pretty horse and take them away to like a land of wonder, and then by the 3rd day they would like whisked away forever basically. Anyway, it terrified me.
That's fair.
It was a point in my life in which I had read a lot of, you know, classic European fairy tales, so like I had read some fucked up stuff by then, I guess, but like that was like truly like, oh no. Like, you know.
The basic premise of Polar Express. Is that the basic premise of Polar Express?
I have never watched Polar Express, so I don't know what the premise is of Polar Express, I'll be very real. I don't really get why there's a train.
Because if it was a horse, it wouldn't be express.
I mean,
It's the
Pony
update.
Express, that's with horses.
Yep, no, touche.
Like, Express is not limited to trains. Where Fear of My Little Pony came from. No! I don't think I have a fear of My Little Pony, I'll be real. Is it Train? Because Christmas movie. I still don't see the relation between those.
Christmas is all about
don't either, to be perfectly
trains.
honest.
Trains. Yeah, Jay had practice with this. Scary stories to tell in the dark. I've heard of that. I don't remember reading scary stories as a kid.
Really? You missed out.
Yeah.
On nightmares, mostly.
I mean, I remember vaguely spooky things. But I don't remember being terrified. I will have to ask my parents to see if I've just forgotten. Entirely possible.
Yeah, no, I was incredibly terrified to go to sleep at some point in my life because I always had to sleep with my back to the wall. I mentioned that recently because of the fucking game made that fair comeback for like a moment. It's fine again, but you know. Like very, very like terrified of sleeping with my back to the room. Because, you know, if you face the room, then the vampires won't get you. I don't know.
I mean, that seems
The vampire
reasonable.
horse will come in.
Yeah, no, the vampire horse will come up to your window and go, "Do you want to come with me to a land of wonder?" And if you say yes 3 times, I will eat you.
It'll come into your room. If you're not facing it to shoo it away, it'll come into your room and it'll start nibbling on your garlic-soaked blankets. And then they'll be all ruined and your parents will blame you. And you say, in this economy, absolutely, let's go. Are vampires financially sound? I don't know.
I don't know.
No. Ah, they're up here as well. Oh yeah, Harper's cat. They get along great.
They're getting along great, is the thing. It's the face of a cat who definitely loves what's happening. Harper has a cat? Yeah, I came up with that link yesterday, the day before yesterday.
Again, quick reminder, these characters did not exist prior to Monday.
Yeah. So there was no established backstory whatsoever. So now Harper has a cat because I thought it was really funny.
They are
Well,
bestest
I mean, if you're going for the black cat golden retriever ship dynamic, and the golden retriever is already a dog, you might as well.
Exactly.
Does Harper's chosen one magical transformation also come with a costume with cat ears?
Maybe eventually. I don't know.
Yeah, I do like how we sort of ended up with a party of the chosen one who can summon a holy giant battle axe, and somebody who can, when in moments of intense emotion, transform into a wolf, and also a tween with a video camera.
Yeah,
I mean,
the classic.
Classic.
all things considered, that's just classic 90s and early 2000s,
Nonsense.
Yeah.
like urban fantasy type stuff. Like,
That is the vibe
Yeah, you got-
Monster
you got-
for a Week is going for. So
We've got like the people with the magical powers, and we've got their best friend who's just really good with a camera and or looking up books in the library.
Listen, you always need the person who can hack into an ambulance computer and get the lore on the local detective. That's in there for some reason.
Jeeb, confirm Harper is Cats 2019?
No.
No.
No confirm.
Oh.
That's an insult to all cat-themed magical girls out there.
Yeah, how dare you? I mean, that sounds right for most of Bear's pretty boys, I'll be real.
Yeah, there's a theme. Yeah, look at Miles, absolute silly sausage. Yeah, it's a silly sausage, but not quite in the same way. Get a blanket! Get comfy, Kiro. Snow's so low on the mountains, oh no.
Miles like Theo.
Ready to pounce. Everyone's an idiot in the right circumstances. Or wrong circumstances. That's one of the fun things whenever I make a character. I ask myself, right, when is this person really intelligent and when is this person an idiot? Because both will be true, you just need to find where.
I still just find,
Perfect fit.
like I said, as far as I'm concerned, this sort of nonsense is now just canon to Jay's backstory. And
Oh, yeah.
I just find it amusing, the idea of, like, it being brought up in a conversation and everyone just assumes it's from some... Because obviously they're pretty nerdy, so it's like, oh yeah, that's probably just from some tabletop game that they played in high school. Nope. Like, oh yeah, a friend of mine's a werewolf, and it's like, what?
It's canon in the same way that M is friends with the monster under her childhood bed.
Yeah, so
Like-
absolutely super canon.
Exactly. Still need to write that comic.
Can't fucking shade dropping. I've never met someone else who was capable of summoning a battle axe, and everyone just looking at them like, what are you talking about?
What's the answer for Jay? Oh, the smart stupid thing. Any kind of passion project where they have like they can just sort of plot out and plan out a very complex sequence of events in their head, which is why they're quite good at programming, why they're quite good at making things. Pretty much anything that involves like people, they're not the best. Which is why other people do the plans. It's fine. Here's Lewis. Hi, Lewis.
Hello, Shark Boy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an otter, but I don't know how to draw an otter, so we got that now.
The thing is that I found out over the last couple of days is that it's really easy to draw a bear when you're drawing an otter.
I mean, you also have to remember this is a mascot otter, so they just sort of look. Mascot animals just sort of look like things.
Mascotta.
Like, if you're trying to figure out, like, how do I draw a bear? Try to draw an otter. You'll get there.
Step 1, draw an otter. Step 2, draw the rest of the bear.
Yeah.
Painting is... Do look like an otter. Have met bear, can confirm. Looks identical to an otter.
Yeah, for sure.
Would like to know if this is Wibbly canon. What was Kay's reaction to Jay being a cute little otter? Combination... ambivalence, I think. Ambivalence between... wow, isn't my partner cute? To also the number of times Kay beat up sports mascots as a kid.
Jesus, okay.
It wasn't a happy kid. But anyway.
That's not the answer I expected, but okay, go off, I guess.
My characters contain multitudes. I mentioned this.
Yeah. Sometimes the multitude is violence. Who would have thunk?
Oh yeah, Jay will make the most of it.
I mean, chances are he did the otter costume belonged to the school. It smells like 30 years worth of teenage stank.
It is also worth mentioning at this point, Jay knows how to make a costume.
Yeah, I guess Jay could just make their own otter costume.
If Jay can make a long Furby, they can make an otter costume. You want a long Furby. Well, I'll make Jay real, and then Jay can make one for you. I'll just do that quickly. Hang on.
Yeah, just like make Jay real quick. You can do that in like an afternoon, right?
No, yeah.
Pull some Pinocchio nonsense. They're a real boy.
It really help if I knew how to draw a skeleton.
Yeah, this is just perfect chi because I have borne witness to many a dog who just does not know why the cat that they are totally now best friends with is not playing nice with them.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
It's probably safe at this point to mention this because it feels relevant to what was just said. So we got another cat.
Another cat.
We got another cat.
Kitten.
We got a kitten.
Oh boy.
Whose name is
Long
Bobby.
boy is no longer the baby of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, their name is Bobby, named after the firefighter who pulled them out of an engine.
Aww.
Yeah. And the reason I bring this up is because this is not entirely dissimilar to the relationship between Longboy and Bobby. Longboy's just very excited to play with another cat, and Pickle's just like, "Who are you? I don't know who you are. What are you doing?" Strange creature in my
so
house.
the cycle continues.
The cycle continues.
Pickle has learned from Kiki.
Yeah, Pickle is now the
the
Kiki.
lesson was get out of my place.
Yeah. Once they're allowed to be in like kind of neutral territory, it's fine. But like Kitten can't go out, and Pickle likes going out, so they have to be kept separate. So they're sort of communicating largely through glass at the moment, and I think that's not helping. But yeah, they'll get there, or they'll leave each other alone. Like Kiki's attitude was very much "get away from me, I hate you." Pickle's attitude is "I don't know what you are. What is this? Gonna run away and drink out of the bath." She does that. Are there food bowls on either side of the glass? Pickle's food bowl is on one side of the glass, yeah. The result of that is she now eats standing up. She's like, I need to run away at a moment's notice. They're getting better, they're getting better. Like I said, the kitten just really, really wants to play with this other cat. And the existing cat, who has only ever known aggressive, annoying cats, like Kiki. Yeah, not far off there, miss. Also, fun lore that I have made up about Bobby. I refer to Bobby as they, because when they were first discovered, they were believed to be female, and then about 2 days before we were going to get them, they found male parts. And from that point on, everybody just kept getting mixed up. It's like he or she, no, he or she, he. And I have been desperately trying to teach people the word they. It does exist, and it's really, really hard to teach people the word they. So I'm calling Bobby they, just to try and get a point across.
I mean, it's not like it's a very unknown pronoun.
I know, but it's surprisingly hard. It's not just with Bobby. There's another cat. So Pickles made a friend in the neighborhood. It's a jet black cat called we call them Shadow, because we're imaginative like that, and we don't know the gender of that because it's not our cat. And again, so I'm like they. That's what that usual application of the word they. If you don't know the gender, they. And yet it's always he or she or he. No, they. We have a word for them. I'm trying my best here.
Yeah, but God forbid people use it. That's too much effort, Chris.
Don't want to know where they found the male parts. They found male parts just lying around.
Oh yeah, Black Cat would be an it to keep up with the mystique. That's the problem. The problem with Shadow is they have now discovered that when no one's paying attention, they can sneak into the house and eat Pickles' food. And we know when they've done that, because unlike Pickle, it licks the bowl clean. So we know exactly when it happens. Pickle leaves a bit to later. Shadow's like, no, it's all mine. And also has a really stupid face. And it's a weird thing to say, but they were sitting by the little glass door outside while Bobby was just sort of running around the front room or whatever. And they were like, what is this thing in this house? What? This has never been here before. What is this? And they were just staring for like a good 10 minutes. And I just looked and I was like, you look so stupid. Just this wide-eyed stare of like no thoughts going on behind the head.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks.
Hey, Bloops! We are talking cats.
Yeah.
Did the music stop? No. Love cats, yeah. Love cats.
Cats be good.
Cats do be good. So yeah, I'll have to take a picture of Shadow's stupid face. Got another kitten from the cat distribution system. Same people we got Pickle from, actually. Same people who rescued Pickle. And it was when... It was the day we went to have... No, it was the day we paid, I think, for the having Pickle Kiki put to sleep. And they were there, just in the vets, and they were like, oh, this is a sign! We just got this cat. They're yours now. What?
Those cats. Have you considered cats? We know you just lost yours, but here.
You have a void, we can fill it. Here's cat.
Just yeets the cat at you.
Pretty much. It was not far off. Brother Cat has a friend named Marbles who does that. Brother just feeds them, has a part-time cat. Yeah, I'm coming to the realization we are going to have 2.5 cats. Shadow's just going to become, lodger.
Yeah.
I'm suggesting you do this, just cats' lack of adherence to ownership seems to be unlikely to adhere to gender too, yeah. I don't think they care. Do as they
I don't
wish.
think most cats care.
Lunar appeared like that was literally dumped in our living room about 2 months after you lost your boy. No. Suckling a dressing gown right now. She's a special cat. No. If you want to know what Bobby's
Everyone
personality
I
is
know
like,
that has a cat is just like, this is my cat. He came to me.
Yeah.
In a dream.
you do not get a
And now
cat.
he's mine.
A cat finds you.
Yeah. Fine. Can
Hence
tell
cat
that's what
distribution
happened
system.
with Toe's cats as well. It's just like, suddenly cat. Here's cat. Cats be good.
Yeah, the cat adopts you. This is why I haven't mentioned it. Bobby's been here for like 2.5 weeks, I think now. But obviously you never know whether it's going to click and whether it's going to get on with Pickle and all that sort of stuff. So I've been hiding him under the sofa. Every cat you had apart from your boy was passed to us on the doorstep. Special delivery. What if cat? Boom! You know what they say? When life gives you lemons, cat!
Catch. Just throws a cat at you.
Can't say catch without cat. Cat! Humst? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I have been wondering that
forgot.
as well.
I forgot I was drawing this, sorry. It was just because I drew this skeleton, and that reminded me of a thing I came up with like yesterday. I was like, oh, that's a good opportunity to talk about this thing that I came up with, and then I'd never talked about it.
I mean, to be fair, we then started talking about cats.
Yeah.
Well, I brought up having the fact that I got a cat, so... Yeah, spookies, it's time for Skellybobs. This is the last doodle stream of October. Gotta do the spooks. Which is why we're drawing so many spooky things, like teenagers in love, and merfolk,
The spookiest thing.
and bread.
Teenagers.
No, I was watching a thing about an old, very bad horror film. And it was a zombies attack thing. But the zombies were found in like this underground catacomby place, like behind a false door. And this was never explained as to why they have a door. But it got me thinking about the idea of like undead just living underground away from everyone else. I like the idea that like people are reanimating because of some weird reason, somebody dumped uranium or something. You know, classic silly nonsensical horror plot. And they tried going up to the surface and going, hey, look, I'm alive, and they kept getting like stabbed and burned. So they were like, right, we'll just live underground for now. We'll just stay away from the people who are still alive. And I just kind of while I was watching this thing about this terrible film, I was just daydreaming my own world about undead people living underground. And I came up, and the one thing I thought was, well, if they're just sort of reanimated randomly after they've been sort of buried, how do they get out of the coffin? So I came up with this idea that there are some of these people in this society of undead people are like sappers, and they like undermine coffins to get people out. Like they listen for the sound of people being buried, wait for people to go away, and then dig out the bottom of the thing to pull people out of coffins and be like, hey, welcome. You're here now. So this is an underminer. Just somebody who goes around pulling people out of coffins going, hey, welcome to the afterlife. How you doing?
And then they
Reverse mortician.
start playing jazz together.
Jazz. Anyway, that was the random world building that happened when I was supposed to be watching. Well, when I intended to watch a video about a terrible film, and instead came up with my own terrible film.
Hell yeah. I love that for you.
I would watch a horror comedy about a bunch of skeletons that live underground and are just some of them go out and acquire more skeletons.
The thing is, you don't. When people get buried, you don't want to leave them in there for too long because then they'll panic. You know.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
Anyway, I came up with this like yesterday, and for some reason, it didn't leave my brain. It could be a short. I could write this as a short story. I could go back to writing short stories.
Hell yeah.
But instead, I'm just explaining it in a stream and then never using it again. Which is my modern...
Write a short story. You still can.
I still could. There will be two skeletons called Brock and Sindri. One of which is covered in felt, and the other one of which has vegetables growing inside them. If you haven't been paying attention to chat, that made no sense. Don't dare open inside.
That's fine. Yeah, Miss has a good point. The last time something came into your head and then it didn't leave, you ended up with K, so...
True. I don't think I'm going to get as attached to this idea as K. Actually, K's been in my head for a long time, but... Precisely who K turned out to be was new and didn't leave, and I lost a month. I was looking through, actually, I was sorting out my bingo card for this year, and I was like, surely I've done more than this. So I went back through the year of my little day-by-day journal of what I've done. Like, surely I did more. And it's like, oh yeah, no, I lost like an entire month to K, didn't I? JK, it was just, all I did was doodle them and nothing else.
Hey, that can count.
You gained a month's worth of doodles of JK and L.
Yeah, I put, that's on the bottom of the doodle of the bingo as other things achieved. Just those guys.
I do want to hijack a little bit just to compliment Bear, because...
Heck yeah.
How the fuck do you do weight so well? I'm always impressed, and now it's just like, again, just like, been fixating on like the tail and how it just like lays there, and I can't like...
And the fact that this is all done in white space, there's not like a ground or like
exactly
like they're lounging in a chair.
There's no horizon line. There's no like thing, but still it has like the full weight of a tail. Like this thing is fucking heavy, and I just don't know how you do it. And I want to choke you. I just want you to know that.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where you see, like, you can read letters even though there are no letters there because they've given you the sort of the negative space or whatever. It's like you can see the flaw. There is no flaw, but you can see the flaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the like rock wall or whatever by the ocean that they're just sort of leaning on against, looking smug.
Yeah, hi Miss. Sorry, I was complimenting Bear. I got mad.
It's going to make it very hard for Bear to draw more of these drawings.
I know, but it's like, I don't want to actually choke Bear, but also I want to choke them. It's like the same as with Chocolate Guy, I just...
You're getting Chocolate Guy aggression, Bear. Be careful.
Like, it's so good, I want to commit violence.
Yeah, average Sunday, cheap choking others, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I missed earlier Ploops playing Skeleton Doctor in Pathfinder. That sounds fun.
I'm glad it's okay, Bear. I'm glad I have your permission. At least then you'll finally go to sleep early.
That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
Yeah,
Jeeves
I
patented
wasn't
sleep
expecting
medicine.
Bear to respond when I was watching the last hour or so of Alone in the Dark. I just kind of went, oh, well, I have nothing better to do as I sit here and wait for Cresp to get over this literal wall he's banging his head against. So I'm just going to look up what that book was, even if no one actually cares. And Bear was awake.
And lo, there was a bear.
No, yeah, but you might be new, you might not know me as well. Violence is the highest form of compliment. When I get really into a thing, I just like start grasping something like I'm choking someone out. That's just what happens. I don't know how to stop it.
Why stop it?
Yeah, it's like cute aggression, but with people who are way too talented. And Bear is one of those. What, miss? Well, that's untrue, because I've never wanted to choke myself out.
We're not adding that as a quote.
I mean, that's one way to respond to that.
What else did you? No.
This stream's taking a weird turn. I say taking a weird turn. We started off with buttering people's beds with garlic, so...
Yeah, I don't know where you got the thing that it's ever been normal from.
That's fair, that's fair. Also suddenly occurred to me I have no idea how you attach a handle to a... to a shovel, but here we are. It's like that. We do it like that.
Shark wants the fact.
Fact!
Fact.
One of these days, the fact will work correctly.
Where's the book? There it is. Hopefully, it's suitably spooky.
Spooky.
Spooky fact. That's not spooky. Is there anything nearby that's spooky? Oh yeah, Mary Shelley is buried in Bournemouth. That doesn't mean anything for anyone who doesn't live in the UK then. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote
The
Dr.
scariest thing. UK.
Okay. Okay, here we go. We've got a trio of facts which aren't the one you actually got. Which I'll go give you that fact as well. The inventor of the barcode first drew it in sand on a Miami beach. There we go.
They just
here we
drew
go.
lines.
Yeah, just drew lines and went, Eureka! Lines! Now I need to invent the laser.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a fact. I mean,
Unrelated, or not unrelated, but kind of vaguely connected. Did you know that wiki, as in Wikipedia, comes from Hawaiian meaning fast? Because the person who set up the first user editable website, which was wiki something, wiki. Can't remember what it was called. Anyway, they named it after a bus shuttle service between airports or whatever it was in Hawaii. Sorry, none of these are the facts that I was going to bring up. So here are the three facts that are vaguely, well, two of them are vaguely spooky related. Mary Shelley is buried in Bournemouth. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in Bournemouth. And in 2013, in Bournemouth, a stolen prosthetic arm was found in a second-hand shop.
what was in the water in Bournemouth?
Bournemouth, well... Blood Bournemouth?
Blood Bournemouth?
Cumberland Clark, the Bard of Bournemouth, is widely considered the second worst poet in the English language. Anyway, I'm going to stop reading facts now.
Low Road was busy there.
It was busy and not very
They
poetic.
just have like an entire, like the whole town of Bournemouth really is just Low Road.
I don't think I've ever been to Bournemouth, so I can neither confirm nor deny. But that just makes it more fun.
Next meetup. Take the Elden Ring road to Bloodborne.
Say hi to Mary and undermine her. I'll grab the pickaxe. Bournemouth. There were many facts about Bournemouth. Mary Shelley was buried there. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde there. Which is a really short story, actually. I have the book of it. I thought it'd be more, because they tended to go on back then with their stories. Pretty concise one. In fact, actually, I think the book I have is...
The fun thing is, it's not even written from the perspective of Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde.
No, it's his friend, as is tradition.
It's some other dude who's just kind of like, what the heck is going on here, and wrote a journal about it.
Old horror was written in the form of journals. We know this. But we'll ignoring Frankenstein. Haven't reread Frankenstein this year. I think I read Frankenstein. I honestly can't remember. I remember lots of little details, so I must have. But
I think the Read Dracula crew was planning on doing Frankenstein after they finished Carmilla.
Nice. Yeah, at some point I bought all of the classic horror books to read, and I think I read Frankenstein and stopped. No, I read Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, didn't I? Oh, and War of the Worlds. I read more than I thought. I didn't read Dracula. That was the obvious kicker. But I will one day get round to reading the most horrible of them all, Lupin. Robert was grieving his alcoholic friend and made fantastic art. That makes a lot of sense.
What's commonplace journaling, miss? Please explain.
Commonplace journaling. Be
Yeah.
intrigued with us. Spread the intrigue. If you want. If not, ignore me. But if so, don't ignore me.
Make it everyone's problem.
Oh. That's neat.
Generally keep it filled with things you learn and absorb from the world. Okay. I like that. That's fun. How many of them begin with learned about commonplace journaling?
I think you have to, like, start with that. But that sounds fun. Sounds way more fun than actual journaling.
I get into it, but every time I see people who do have been doing journaling for a while and they have the whole aesthetic thing going on, I'm like, that seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. Also, getting into commonplace journaling gives me an excuse to buy a new notebook.
Yeah.
Oops, all notebooks. Oh no, whoopsie. Oh no, guess I have to buy a new notebook. That's too bad.
Sorry, I just zoomed out and saw Starmie.
I might be done with drawing.
You got your 2 brain rots out.
Yeah, I got my 2 brain rots. I'm good.
Harper and Puck and Starmie.
There he is, the lad.
Oh, the fish went away. Unless Bear's doing a different drawing.
Perfectly
In which case,
ordinary.
carry on.
New drawing.
I'm sitting next to the fish folks, yeah.
I like seeing people posting like screenshots of of Mega Starmie like in the game, and being reminded, wow, this thing's massive.
Yeah, it's absolutely massive, and it just like runs at you, which is the
Yeah.
funniest thing.
It does a Pepsi Man. It just runs at you.
Yeah, it just fucking like,
Now Ploops has one. Yay!
hell yeah. No, the thing is, Ploops, he's just a guy.
He's just
He's
a guy.
just a regular man.
Just a normal man with a normal job.
He pays his taxes. He's not supposed to because he's a Starmie, but he pays them.
I'll take this opportunity to make cheap numbers go up more.
Yeah, that's like an alpha Pokemon. They have red glowing eyes and are bigger and stronger than the other ones.
Alpha?
Yeah, alpha.
Uh,
I mean, to be fair, that was the term they used back when Legends Arceus came out. Arceus. The first one.
Alpha and Trubbish do not belong in the same sentence, and I like Trubbish. Trubbish is a good boy. Good friend.
The thing about Pokemon right now is that I've never been less interested in playing the actual game, but I'm very interested in whatever the fuck is going on with the Pokemon. I feel like I know everything about the game that I need to know. Which is that as soon as you arrive in the game, immediately your luggage gets stolen by a pancham, which is this little panda guy, which is wonderful. Classic Paris. Classic, I mean, Lumio City. I mean... As soon as it turns night, it's full free-for-all, and people are trying to kill you, basically. I mean, not kill you, but
purge.
like, you're allowed to sneak up on people and just attack them without warning. And like, I think like half an hour into the game, Floette, a little like baby little flower guy, little Pokemon, just is trying to absolutely blast some people out of existence.
Well, that fits with the XY lore, so...
Yeah. No, it's the Floette from the XY, like the...
Oh, it's the same one, okay.
Yeah, because, like, the massive guy, AZ? Is that his name, AZ?
AZ as...
The, like, as the giant tall man, he is back. He's now a hotel owner, I guess.
M's dad.
And he has his little baby Floette, and Floette just absolutely wants to, like, blast some fools into, like, non-existence. And I think it should be allowed to. Yeah, they do need to let the Pokemon team sleep for 5 years. I think they should be allowed to sleep for once.
It would be nice.
Like, they need to give these people, like, some actual money and just let them sleep. And maybe then we'll finally get a Pokemon game that looks good.
Like, you mean instead of one that has an ocean that's larger than the world? As in
Yeah.
our world.
Mm. I don't get that feeling with Starmie, Miss. I get where you're coming from, but I think it's just... like, sometimes Pokemon designs are just stupid as hell, and I think that Starmie is one of them. I think, like, the more prevalent example of this is the Greninja one, where they just turned Greninja upside down. Like, at least, like, Starmie is just silly. Like, lazy, sure, but still silly. The Greninja one is just, like, someone at the end of, like, a 48-hour workday going, I don't know, man, just turn the thing upside down. How does one stop crying when they don't know why they're crying, asking for a friend? You don't. Allow yourself to cry.
Yeah,
Speaking
just
from
let it out.
experience, sometimes you be crying. And you're allowed to not know why. And then you drink a cup of water. And get some chocolate.
I need to actually make that comic of Mal telling Kay, shut up and cry more.
Yeah.
I feel like it's good.
I shan't. Well, if you don't want it, then, or if you don't have to cry. Just saying. You're not sure why you're crying, but you're crying anyway. It's okay to cry.
Drawing in profile, it's a good idea.
Yeah. The Welsh hate the Scottish. What kind of fucking propaganda is that?
What? There is one system of hate in Britain, and that is everyone hates the English.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Rightly so.
I feel like even if that's true, it's minuscule in comparison to the hatred that both groups feel toward the British.
Yeah, like, at most, both of them are engaged in, like, an aggressive competition over who can hate the English more.
I mean, that's possible. See, it's all coming to the surface now.
Oh, dang.
It was that, but I'm assuming it was the same
Oh,
person.
it was the knob.
I'm being hopeful that there wasn't more than one. Careful, if throw cheese on toast back. I mean, rarebit.
Yeah, that's why the plan is spoiled.
There was one flaw in the plan.
It's rugby ball shaped.
It would have worked if it wasn't for that meddling rugby.
Mm-hmm. Stick Nessie on him. Shark boy and his lover girl bread.
A couple layers of sun here.
Miss, you're silly.
Silly. You should be proud of that one.
Jay, what are you doing? Killing a person.
Yeah. So there was a point where people were coming back to life, having been killed and being ghouls and trying to kill us. And this the seemingly crazy old lady came up to us and was being very weird and had a smile that was too wide, I believe was the description. And so Jay's course of action was to stick a camera in her face and keep asking her questions as we slowly backed her into a freezer.
Yeah. That's just what you get for being a customer while the apocalypse is happening.
If she was a normal woman, we would have gotten her out eventually.
I mean, she did immediately afterwards get shot by the Revenant with a gun.
That's, yeah. That's not our fault, though.
That's not our fault.
This feels like some like very classic Buffy nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
The amount of time when you read in the book, when you read through the archetypes of what characters you can have, the classes and that, it gives you examples of characters from TV shows. The kind of character they're thinking of for this archetype, and like half of them are Buffy.
Yeah.
Which, as somebody who has not seen Buffy, this is not helpful.
Yeah.
Evie
Supernatural's
needs
in
to
there a lot.
take Jay ghost hunting.
Yeah.
I think Teen Jay would think Evie is so fucking cool.
Only 20s Jay thinks Evie's so cool.
Also fair. Evie is so fucking cool. That's the thing.
See, now this is also just leading to the thing of like, so it's very common that couples don't have the same hobby, which is fine. So it's like, oh, Kay is aware that Jay is going off ghost hunting with some friends and thinks like, okay, yeah, they're just going to some spooky haunted house to stay up too late telling ghost stories and freak themselves out listening to recordings of like, I don't know, pipes clanging in the night. No, no, no.
Hard cut to Jay and like facing up against a vampire with a gun.
Yeah, essentially. and Kay just has no idea.
No.
Also, I did do a doodle a while ago. Where is it?
Listen, miss, Evie is so cool, is the thing. Oh,
That's so brave.
cute.
Something made a noise in the garage during pizza night. I had to go investigate. They heard a noise, capital.
Mm.
Also, when these characters eventually come back, because they will.
Mhm.
Pretty sure of it at this point. I need to get used to drawing young Jay. They keep just drawing 20s Jay, and that's a bit weird. Here's these two teens and also this 20-year-old.
You need
Classic
baby
Buffy.
Jay.
We've got a bunch of 20-year-olds playing high schoolers.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Also, there's plenty of people who don't change that much physically between high school and early 20s, so, you know.
True. I mean, Jay's got a strong chin, which I think will probably... That was the thing I liked about the Cheebs drawing of Jay, was the very round kind of face. I was like, yeah, that's the difference. Once
The thing
again...
about teens, they're all gangly as fuck and they have round faces.
Can confirm, as a previous teen, as a recovering teen, can confirm.
Suffering teen.
90s, early thousands hot topic inspo is needed. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Bear, quick question. How the fuck did you make that face angle work?
Oh wow. Yeah.
I've been watching you and I'm just like, what?
There's
How
some
did you do that?
ship's figurehead sort of angle going on there.
I look to the side to reformat a file for work, and I look back, and we have Dynamic Fishman.
Yeah.
I still don't understand when Bear compliments me about how quickly I draw. And it's like, look at the two things we've drawn in the same time.
Yeah. I can draw so quickly, and then Bear busts out an entirely
Boom.
anatomically correct merman.
At an angle I could only dream of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, miss, same, absolutely. Just like I am looking, just like taking it in. Taking notes for if I ever have to draw a merman myself, just like, yeah.
I'll add to the feeling for the music. Oh, it ended. It ended.
I don't know when I ever need reference for a tale like that, but you know, it can only come in handy. Jesse Merman. Well, there you go then. I need to get on with writing more stuff for Fatal Flaw. I'm finally fucking finishing that comic. It's been a struggle. Trying to work on it for the past 3 days, and every day I've drawn 2 lines.
Comics!
That's 2 more lines than you had the previous day?
It is.
It's just that Ulan has decided, like, not to fucking do anything with me. It's just like, no. You want me to be in this comic? Too fucking bad. I will not exist.
It's become your Miles. Or Mal, occasionally for me.
How to make him learn touch. I'm not sure that's the way to do it. I'm also not sure I'd go about it, because I think that if I say he knows Dutch, then he just knows Dutch. That's just how OCs work. Promise you made him learn Dutch. I think that is the problem, yeah.
I do take slight issue with if I say this character does this thing, then they do this thing. Quite frequently, the character says
fair
no.
enough, but yeah. But
Depends
when
how-
it comes to like learning languages, then usually it's like, yeah, okay. Like you don't have to teach them grammar, you know?
Yeah, they that's one of those things of like, okay, this character now knows it as well or poorly as I can make it.
Yeah. I guess all my characters know just as much Dutch as I do, by virtue of coming from my brain. They can start to speak Dutch at any moment, and that's a threat.
What Jeeb's gonna do is Jeeb's gonna set up a website where everybody can view the Fatal Flaw comics, but it filters my IP and only gives me the Dutch version.
That, or every time you click a page, it randomly flips back and forth between English and Dutch.
That would be less disorienting than just Dutch.
No, I'm just gonna like write it and like write every piece of lore about Fatal Flaw in Dutch, and then put it on a website where you cannot copy and paste from it. So everyone has the lore. It's just that nobody knows the lore.
When you were playing with incorrect quotes for Briar and Rose, there were so many silly ones, but unfortunately Briar doesn't do silly very well. No. February. Well, now young February has had a bow tie. I've drawn young February with a bow tie, but old February
See?
doesn't wear a bow tie.
Well, maybe old February should get some whimsy back into their life and wear a bow tie.
Oh, absolutely. They need to get some whimsy back in their life. Desperately.
There's a couple of other brain chemicals they need to get back into their life too.
I still think that was one of my favourite things I managed to do with October and Co. was watching people's reaction to the 5 comics that February was in for the first time. And seeing people be like, oh no, I hate them. Or leave Toby alone. No, what are you doing? Why are you like this? Etc., etc. And then the last one comes out like, don't do this to us. Haha, I made you feel things for this person you hated.
Yeah.
They're also an anxious mess. They just deal with it differently. Badly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, badly. That's a good way to describe it, badly.
I mean, I think the first thing they need to do is admit that they are an anxious mess. That
Missy,
seems to
you
be
can
part of the problem.
Missy, you going to specify that no choking should happen? Or?
I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a requirement.
I feel like even if you did, Nova might not listen.
Yeah. I feel like if you if you specify it to Nova, that, like, suddenly it's like, oh, that's a thing I can do. Like, it's the thing of, like, do I take the risk of specifying this when they might not even have thought of it, and now they've thought of it, and they will do it.
Well, the only change you made there, Miss, was in cash, so now there's no paper trail.
No, that's fair.
I need to get back on the young calendar comics. At the very least, the introductory ones for all of them. I did write a bunch of stuff with young January and February.
We need to get back on a lot of shit, Chris.
Yeah. Also, they need to get back on commissions.
Yeah, also that. That's what I also mean when I say we need to get back on a lot of shit.
I do have sketch commission examples ready to go up once I'm actually got up and running with the commission I currently have. And then I can start advertising for whatever the next one's going to be. Hopefully. Assuming anyone's interested. I am actually pleasantly surprised. I was sort of experimenting, but I wanted to experiment, and then it worked first try. With a kind of simple, quick art style that I could do pretty quickly but looked good for once. And I did rather well with the sketch thing. It looked quite good, so I'm quite happy with that because it's quick, which means I can advertise for cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good sleep, Kira.
Have a good sleep, Kira.
Have a good sleeps.
Rest that head.
Rest the head. All the love.
put that head down, or so help me God.
You will be attacked with garlic.
I will put garlic in your bed.
Speaking of garlic, as I was thinking today, it's been a while since we played Gartic Phone.
Oh, yeah. Next week.
Next week, we're going to do Gartic Phone next week.
Next week.
People up for that?
Gartic phone.
It's a little late for us to be doing it now.
Yeah.
Well,
We can't do it now, Chris.
nah, I've got plenty of time. Let's boot it up.
No.
Everyone's got energy to go and do that, right?
No. Next week we're doing garlic.
Marking the end
Catch
of
us
spooky
next
season.
week and we'll put garlic in Chris's bed.
And watch as I hiss and take flight. Because I don't like weird sensations in my bed. Nothing to do with vampirism. at all.
Yeah.
Just like, ugh.
Why is there garlic in my bread? In your bread? In your bed?
We'll never complain about there being garlic. Well, depends what I'm using the bread for, I suppose. But you know,
Surprise garlic bread.
if I was looking forward to this jam sandwich and it's got garlic in it, probably not happy. But most circumstances.
I mean, chili and jam is a thing. Surely there's some jam out there that has some garlic in it.
Yeah, but people put a lot of stupid things in other stupid things.
Mm.
Well, there you go. Mrs. Work apparently sells garlic jam.
What?
Something about just those words makes something vile happen in the back of my throat. I
Now,
don't
the
know.
question I have here, Miss, is this garlic jam as in we've essentially made jam, but instead of fruit in there, it was garlic being boiled in sugar? Or is it a fruit jam that also has garlic in it?
I'd be
Also,
interested in the
Nutella
form.
garlic sandwiches, same thing. Vile feeling in the back of my throat. Just- No.
See, now I'm trying to figure out what sort of fruit flavors might pair well with a garlic.
Also, I think I'm gonna head out. The EB
Yeah.
beepies have hit me. And
Hey, you lost
the
it a while.
energy's gone. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So good night, all. Bye.
Have a good.
Night, Chi. And that's completely fair, Miss. We can wait until you take photos to see what the hell it is you're talking about. But yeah, Nutella and garlic, that doesn't sound pleasant to me. So again, I know chili chocolate is a thing, so chili could go well with it. I just don't think garlic would.
I get the chili in a sense because it's more a sensation than a flavor. It depends on the chili, really. Hot banana chutney. I can't imagine that.
Those were words.
Maybe that could work in a
those-
weird way.
Those sure were words in an order.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I had hot honey for the first time when we were in Wales.
That's pretty good.
And it is nice, it turns out. Turns out, not what I thought, which was just honey that was hot.
Well, I mean, it is just in a different way.
Yeah. I'm still annoyed we don't have a word that means hot or spicy or whatever that isn't a word that means something else. I learned recently, actually, again, talking about this, the Dracula thing, the paprika and whatnot. The Victorians used to use the word thirsty to describe spicy dishes. So again, another euphemism. We need a proper word.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're eating spicy food, it does sometimes make you feel like, oh, I need to just drink this entire liter of water.
It's a reasonable euphemism, but yeah, having thirsty dinners, exactly. So if somebody describes something as thirsty in the Victorian era, it might mean something different. There was also a thing that I think Sawyer shared on Tumblr, which was someone was reading a book from the Victorian era and kept encountering phrases like, this person doesn't have the HP to be doing this sort of thing, and whatever. And it's like, logically we understand they're not talking about hit points, but it's being used in a very similar context. So they decided to look it up, and it turns out HP was a more common abbreviation for horsepower at the time. But it was just coincidentally happened to be used in a similar way that you would use HP as hit points now, which is kind of interesting.
That's really funny.
Also, it could be salty. Yeah, thirsty would be a good way to describe salty food. And this is why the euphemisms don't work, and we need a proper word. Isn't it capsaicin? Or whatever it's called?
Yeah, that is the name of the chemical that makes the pepper spicy.
Yeah, so we could... Capsaicin-y is not very good. Cappy? This food's very cappy. Very caps. It's all caps. If something's really hot food, is all caps. So crappy. I mean cappy. That was actually one of the nice things about the meal I had in Wales, which was in a board game cafe. I went to a board game cafe and ordered the food there, and it was a spicy fried chicken thing on a Belgian waffle with hot honey. And I ordered it because I'm like, this is exactly the sort of thing I would never conceive of putting together at all. So I'll give it a go. And not only did I learn what hot honey was, I also learned that spicy chicken and Belgian waffles go very well together. And I'm now 2 for 2 in going to a board game cafe and having one of the nicest meals I've ever had. I don't know how that keeps happening, but board game cafes keep hiring really good cooks.
Yeah, chicken and waffles is a pretty common thing over here.
I've never had that. I mean, to be fair, I think that was the second time I've ever had a Belgian waffle. So.
And honey on fried chicken is pretty common over here. Thus, by extension, hot honey as well.
Mm. See, there are, as somebody who grew up in England and thus mostly eats English food, i.e. stuff that really should have a lot more sauce on it than it actually does, but people forgot how to do that. It's kind of fun to explore the wider world of culinary exploration, and I keep doing it through board game cafes for some reason. Board game cafes and recommendations from Bear. And Dutch pancakes as well.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Indeed. Well, that would be that would be a good bingo square for next year. They can try a bunch of different weird meals.
Different food?
Yeah, just make 20 meals I've never had before.
Yeah.
HP abbreviations constantly confusing. Your cash register system is called a POS by all system retailers, which means point of sale, but that's not what you hear.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
I mean, to be fair, I've worked with enough people who deal with those sorts of things to go, yeah, no, I think POS is appropriate in multiple levels for this system. It's a POS.
I'm getting. I don't know how many people will get this reference, but I'm getting open all hours vibes from that. Calling a cash register POS. Kira went to bed, so they probably don't get that. But... Look, let me have my old references. I'm an old person.
I mean, we won't take them from you, mostly because we don't know what they are.
Don't take away my old things.
The eyes in this sketch down here are very fun to me for some reason, Crest.
It's difficult to make someone who mostly just looked like an old woman actually look like some sort of reanimated ghoul. It's like, what, wild eyes?
And then we've got Puck, who's just like not a thought going on behind those eyes. He's just there.
Good old Puck.
Now we've got bubbles coming in. Lovely.
Dynamic boobles. Works at the Catholic school. A lot of older nuns. They innocently abbreviated the term for the students' records, cumulative file.
Yeah, whenever I'm teaching a class that has the word analysis in the title, I have to be careful of how I shorten it as well.
Yes, yeah.
Or analytic. So whenever I'm doing analytic geometry or numerical analysis, it's very much we have to be very careful how we shorten this.
And this is why algebra's superior. Happy to call this done, so you should be. Look at it.
Fish.
Fish.
Someone's gonna have fish tonight. Something fish sticks.
It sounded like a mineral to me, fish tonight. It's very good. I like the This is why I need to study anatomy so that I can point to bits on the body and go, well, that bit. I like the sort of gills on the side. Those muscles, I don't know what they're called. the sub abs. That's what I'm gonna call them. They're like the abs, but they're to the side. Obliques, thank you. The oblique strokes.
These classic gills where the lungs are. There's like 2 places people will put gills if they decide to put gills. It's either right there by the lungs or it's up on the neck. Or both.
Sue abs.
I mean, if you've got abs in that location, maybe go see a doctor.
It's not like using Sue as a modifier more. It's a good one.
Also, Bear, as someone who has long hair, I can assure you, swimming around in the water with long hair that's all loose is not that majestic looking. It's mostly a right mess. Usually I grow it out about a foot-ish before I chop it off and donate it for wigs. I think the longest I can get it before it just sort of peters off is like a foot and a half. No, well, yeah, a little under a foot and a half. I mean, that's just long hair. Long hair gets caught everywhere. Doesn't matter if it's not that long, it will be there.
I mean, if it's still attached and it gets caught there, then that's, quite a lot. Yeah. Mine is as long as it gets right now, which is sort of at the shoulders. But also, it's not really a necessarily relevant thing to say because chances are, if I cut it, it wouldn't grow back that long. I don't know how much longer I've got left with this hair. Making the most of it and doing a Bill Bailey. Bad example, he shaved it off.
See, I mostly can't be bothered to keep up a short style, so I just grow it out and pull it up in ponytails and not worry about it.
Yeah. That's the reason my hair's long at the moment. It's more effort not to. I mean, Bet, I've seen your shorts where you have your hair back and sort of playing a character with short hair. Like, it does suit you. Not that I can, not that I'm necessarily helping the case to stop you shaving it off, but... Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say about that Stravinsky picture is you could do a very good Ron Mail from the Sparks. If ever you want to do a Ron Mail from Sparks. Looking that up. Look up later pictures. Because that's the moustache, but the early moustache is different. He has an iconic look. So iconic that Paul McCartney copied it at one point for a music video.
I mean, at this point, we're gonna have him make a one-man drag show.
Sorry, I was looking for a picture of Ron Mail. Oh, Freddie Mercury, yeah? Sorry, I did. None of these suggestions necessarily feel on brand for the material you create, but we're just excited. You'll just want to see better than a moustache. Exactly. Are we out of steam though? Is that
Eh,
we are?
I mean, it sounds like it. She went to sleep. We've stopped drawing. Bear's finished a second bit of pose mastery nonsense. I should get myself a collection of red ties. Yeah, these
Heck yeah.
interchangeable mustaches.
Nice.
Mustache for every day of the week.
Yeah, make it a thing. Why not? I still think wigs should be more of a thing, but why not mustache wigs? Face wigs? Is there a term for that? There probably is. Any costumiers?
It wouldn't surprise me, but
Lip
I don't
wig?
do enough of that
Moist lip wig?
to know. I do know when it comes to like wigs, it's a bit of a pain to put on if you've got a lot of your own hair underneath it, and they can be a bit hot.
Insert play on the word hot meaning sexy from somebody who isn't asexual here.
That's fair. Moist von Lipwig.
You need statues to wear the off-commission facial hair. Moist von Lipwig mentioned, yeah, that's one of the few Discworld stories I know.
I mean, every time I've gone to a convention with folks doing cosplay, they would literally have like 5 different just little foam heads to put their various wigs on.
And they balanced them all on their shoulder. In a weird Zaphod Beeblebrox
Yeah, well, I mean,
cosplay.
if they're doing different costumes each day, it's like, especially if they've got like the styled wigs, it's like, well, we're not going to just leave this in a bag. We're going to. It's got its own little head to have as a stand, and each one has its own little stand.
That Lupin life. There's one for you, Bet. Cosplay Lupin. You have free reign.
Dress yourself up in some reproductions of the jewels that were stolen from the Lorve.
Yeah, exactly. Dress as yourself. Lupin. See, everyone gets the brief. One day I'll read those stories. One day. But until then, swoosh, I have swooshed. Please, I will. I did start listening to an audiobook, but the reader annoyed me. I'm very sensitive to the tone of a reader.
No, that's fair.
Which reader? Can't remember. I jettisoned it. I'll find it. It's fine. I'll probably actually just read it. Like, what I should do is actually like get the books onto like my tablet or something and then read it while I do exercise. Two birds and all that, rather than doing Sudoku. But yeah. Speaking of doing pointless things that I really should be doing something else, Alone in the Dark. Next stream Tuesday, we'll be returning to Alone in the Dark. What an experience this is being. I was thinking recently, like, one of the reasons I like playing old strange games is I like having an experience when I play a game. There's a lot of just very competently made games nowadays, which you play and it's like, that was good, and then you forget about it. Boy, am I not going to forget about Alone in the Dark anytime soon. It is...
For better or worse.
For both better and worse. It is simultaneously some of the most fun I've had this year and some of the worst gameplay. But yeah, experience. Hopefully it keeps that up and doesn't just be bad. Because you never know. You never know with these things. But yeah, Alone in the Dark Tuesday, Wednesday also. Saturday, more Dying Light, and then next Sunday, apparently Gartic Phone. Don't forget, I'll write it down right now so I don't forget. I've written it down. Yeah. I hope everybody had a nice time. Hope you all enjoyed chill doodles and such. Any words to take us into the following week? Exciting words of motivation.
They are not smart.
Aye, and there's that.
I'm not smart, thank you, Kratos. Didn't need to be any more complicated than that, but I made it more complicated because I'm me. Yeah, I was hoping for optimism, but I guess a practical realism is what I get. Try again. Pyramid Head is apparently very hard. I think that's more of a chibi thing. You try. Keep your garlic handy. Yes, keep your garlic handy. Have that aspirational moustache collection. And make sure you're working on your suabs.
I like how that was a question.
Yeah. I think pretty much any thought I have to give at this point in the stream is a question. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, bye.